Welcome to the second episode of Lurk with Kirk. This is the place where we dive into the unknown, the eerie, the unexplained, and sometimes just the downright weird. I'm your host, Kirk Hammett, and tonight's episode is unlike anything we've done before. We're talking music, mystery, and maybe a little bit of madness with two guests who need no introduction. First up, he's a heavy metal icon, a lyrical madman, and a frontman who's never been afraid to speak his mind. Corey Taylor, the legendary frontman of Slipknot and Stone Sour. And joining us tonight, let's just say things might get real interesting. He's one of the most controversial figures in media, a guy who's made a career out of questioning everything. Love him or hate him, you cannot ignore him, Alex Jones. So buckle up, turn down the lights, and get ready, because this is going to be one hell of a ride. Corey, man, you've always been someone who pushes boundaries, not just in music, but in everything you do. I gotta ask, when you step on stage with Slipknot, there's this energy, this almost supernatural force. Do you ever feel like there's something beyond just the music happening up there?
I've been through so much shit. I was bullied in school. My friends called me the hamster. I grew up without parents. I basically lived in a trash can for all of my teenage years. A lot of friends who have passed, along with dear band members. So, I think there's a lot happening beyond the music that people just can't understand.
Yeah, man, I totally get that. It's like when you're up there, it's not just about playing notes, it's about channeling something bigger, right? Like an energy that moves through you and the crowd. I felt that too, those moments where it's almost like the music takes over and you're just part of something massive.
Yeah.
Do you think that comes from the band, the fans, or maybe something else entirely?
Well, like I said, most of it comes from my raw experience. Sure, the fans triggers it, but mostly it's my rage and inner hate that drives that dark voice out of me.
That's beautiful. Now, Corey, with all the insane shows you've played, tell me, is there one concert experience that truly stands out? What made it unforgettable?
I'll have to say London in 2002, the night we filmed Disaster Piece.
That was amazing.
We just had a different connection with the crowd that night. Yeah? Did you see it, Alex?
Actually, I was there, but I don't think you could have seen me because I wore a mask.
You wore a mask?
Why?
Because it was a Slipknot concert and I didn't want to be recognized because the government was after me during that time.
Was it after that Bohemian thing?
Exactly.
Wait, what the hell is a Bohemian thing, man? You're confusing me.
Alex sneaked into a secret place in the woods where the top elites gathers every year and does weird things.
What the hell?
Weird would be a mild word for what's going on over there. I mean, they're doing sacrifices, they're partying and celebrating some real evil stuff, all right?
Please, wait. What do they sacrifice?
Mostly kids, but also animals from time to time.
Damn, I didn't know about that.
We live in such a cruel world, man.
Kirk, you have no idea how deep the sickness of this world goes.
I don't even know if I want to know, man. Let's continue with Corey. How has the band's sound and dynamic changed over the years?
Man, it's evolved a lot. Early on, we were just raw aggression, pure chaos. Over the years, we've learned how to channel that energy in different ways, whether it's through melody, dynamics, or just pushing ourselves creatively. Every album reflects where we were at that time, from the darkness of Iowa to the experimentation on Vol 3 and the personal weight of the Gray Chapter.
Yeah.
But at the core, Slipknot is still that band that gives everything on stage. That part will never change.
Well, amen to that. You guys were like unstoppable in your early years. And I absolutely loved it when Sid jumped into the crowd all the time and threw himself on people. One time I was trying to catch him, but I broke my left shoulder and had to get an ambulance away from there very quickly because otherwise I wouldn't have made it.
I think I remember Sid telling me about landing on someone's shoulder and breaking it. So that was you, man?
Yeah.
What a small world, huh?
How is your shoulder now?
Well, it doesn't hurt anymore, but you can see that it's very uneven from my other shoulder. And let me take my shirt off and show you.
Please don't.
Can you see that my left shoulder is hanging down while my right one is looking up?
Yeah, I can totally see it. It looks, disgusting.
Yeah,
Well, that's what I have to live with. After what your friend did, the world kind of changed for me.
Okay, Alex, since you cannot stop talking, let's give the next question to you. Alex, what was the moment that made you go, okay, I have to start questioning everything?
As soon as I came out of my mother, I said to myself, what the hell is this place? Who are these people? How do I get out of here? And then it expanded when I started school. So I started to wonder, why do they want to teach me this stuff? Who told them to teach me this? Who was the principal? Even though nobody told me the truth, I just knew I could see through it all at a very early age.
Very interesting. Do you ever step back and wonder if some of these theories might be harmful?
I don't give a crap. If I smell a truth, I must scream it out for everyone to hear. And if some fancy lady here and there starts to whine because of her satanic greedy beliefs, I couldn't care less.
You've been banned from a lot of platforms. Do you think that made you more influential in a way?
Of course, in some ways, even when Satan is at work, I still get a bit of advantage.
who or what is Satan in your eyes?
Satan is a force, a system, an interdimensional entity that manipulates humanity through deception, corruption, and control. It's the global elite, the technocrats, the ones pushing humanity toward a dystopian future where we're microchipped, brainwashed, and spiritually enslaved. Satan is the inversion of truth, the destruction of free will, and the war against the divine essence within us all.
Nice.
That was very well said.
I also have to add that AI is also a big part of Satan's work, of course.
I believe that as well. But I also believe that it might help some people.
Then, Kirk, you are one of the brainwashed.
I don't believe that I'm brainwashed, but maybe I grew up in a different environment than you did.
Yeah, obviously.
Have you ever tried guitar? It might help you relax a bit.
I hate every kind of instrument there is except drums. But that's it. No other instruments allowed.
Another subject, weren't you afraid of what they might have done to you when you snuck into the Bohemian place?
Look, I knew there were rules. I knew I wasn't allowed to be there. But as long as I were able to get out of there alive, I would be able to show and spread what I've seen before they could make a move on me. And if they did, it would be too obvious.
If you made it out alive, what if you didn't?
Well, maybe they would put me on the fire as well.
Man, you're crazy.
Wasn't it scary to actually be there? I mean, I saw the video.
Yeah.
Sure, it was a bit scary, but mostly I was driven more to just stay loyal to my job. And I know God put me here for a reason. And that reason was to confront the devil on all fronts.
That's what I call a warrior. You know, a man staying true to his word and beliefs.
Thank you, Corey. I always saw myself as a true hero of this corrupted, manipulated world.
So, Corey, any new album or projects going on?
I'm actually working on both Slipknot and Stone Sour stuff at the same time right now, but only single albums so far. I don't have the same energy that I used to have. Like when I was like 25, I could really scream my head off.
You really could, dude. Like that song 555, you know?
I think you mean the Heretic Anthem.
Yeah, that's the best one. That and Psychosocial.
We're gonna have to wrap it up for this episode.
That was a short podcast.
Yeah, well, I wish you both the best of time, and please stay safe out there, okay?
See you later, man.
Bye.